Kids Ministry Life Groups are returning October 4th. We're so excited to see you again in the Kids Building and just to see you again. We do have a few changes that are coming to check-in and our programming now. For the time being, we'll be having online registration for kids birth through 6th grade. We have a limited number of spots available to accommodate social distancing and the amount of leaders that we have. Registration will be open Sunday afternoon to Thursday at noon. So register quick, so make sure that you get your spot. You will find the registration link on the church's website on the Kids Ministry tab. You will need to sign up your children for life groups and preschool worship. You'll need to make sure that you're signed up for whichever service it is that you plan on attending. Here's a look at what our form will look like whenever you pull it up on your computer. You will need to make sure, and this is very important, that you register each week that you're planning on attending. One registration does not count for every Sunday. If you go to register your child and you see that there's no more spots available, please email me at jacob@isbcbryant.org and I will notify you if we have any spots that become available.
Hi preschoolers, I can't wait for you to come back with us on October 4th. So here are just a few things you need to know. First, you're going to enter through the purple entrance. The purple entrance is just our normal entrance that we used to come through for Sunday mornings. So if you are a preschooler, or if anyone in your family is a preschooler, that's the door you'll use. So you'll line up outside the door, and parents, for right now, we're not allowing you guys inside. So right outside the door, we'll be there to take your temperature and to ask you some screening questions. At that point, a volunteer will take your child and their belongings, and they'll come inside and they'll head down the preschool hall. Okay, preschool parents, just a few things to remember. First, we need you to pre-register every week. Okay? Registration will be open from Sunday afternoon to Thursday at noon. So you can just go to the church's website and register your children. You'll need to register them if you're in preschool for life groups and a worship hour. This ensures that we have enough space for every child who wants to come. Next up is snacks. I know those are super important to your little ones. So what you need to know is that if they're here during the life group hour, they will receive an individualized snack just for them. But we need you to pack a cup for them. So if they drink water or milk or whatever it is, just pack a cup with their name on it so that way they have that during snack time. Last thing, preschool parents, checkout. So you'll check them out just like you checked them in. You'll come to the door and you'll have your checkout tag. It's super important that you remember that tag. That makes sure we're able to get your child to you safely and quickly. So you'll wait at the door, just in a line, try to social distance in that line as well, and then we will bring your child to you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Hey kids and preteens, it's Miss Leah. We are so excited to have you guys back. Just want to run over a couple of things with you very quickly. Those who are kindergarten through 6th grade, you will enter through these double glass doors in the gym. We are going to call this our orange entrance. You will line up outside, try your best to social distance. We will take your temperature, ask you a few screening questions, and we will give you the tag that we have prepared for you because you pre-registered. Preteens, as always, you will head upstairs to the loft and get ready to worship God. Kids, you'll come in the gym and you will find a colored dot on the floor. That's where you will stand and get prepared to have tons of fun. Now, at the end of life group hour, preteens, as we always have before, you guys will walk with me over to the worship center, and that's where your parents will pick you up. Kids, you will come back to the gym, and parents, you will come with your registration sticker and pick up your children at these same doors where you dropped them off. Parents and kids and preteens, please be aware that we are requiring our volunteers to wear a mask during life group hour. We do ask that kids do their best to wear a mask as well. We strongly encourage that, at least while they are entering and exiting the building. We are so excited and we look forward to seeing each one of you here.
Okay, kids, we're so excited that you're coming back. We have missed you so very much. And I'm just saying, I just can't wait to see you and we're all just get things going and everything. We want to let you know that things might be a little bit different, but hey, it's going to be a blast. You always know that. bring your Bibles, bring maybe a pencil and a piece of paper maybe, and just come and bring your friends, and it'll be a blast, and we can't wait to see you, okay? And parents, stop right there. Don't do anything. Don't go anywhere. Pastor Jacob's got something very exciting he wants to share with you. See y'all soon.
Parents, we are very excited to tell you about a change coming to the children's ministry programming. We're going to be moving our kids' worship time to the life group hour. So the life group hour for kids would now be split between large group worship and then small groups. We're so excited because we believe that this is going to open the door for creative ministry and also give us more opportunities for gospel conversations with kids. K through 3rd will now be going to worship with you and the rest of the body of church. Now hear me out. I know that may sound terrifying to many of you, but we actually believe that this can have some of the greatest long-term impact on your child's faith. You as a parent are in the greatest spot. Research shows that when kids grow up, they tend to live out their faith in a similar way as their parents have lived out their faith. So how you worship Jesus and how you share your faith with others is a good indication on how your kid will worship and how your kid will share their faith. And before, kids would tend to be siloed off in the kids building for 8 to 9 years and never or rarely got to engage with the whole body of believers in worship or engage with you in worship. And we just don't believe that's how God fully intended it. Deuteronomy 6:4 says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might. These words which I am commanding you today shall be on your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your sons, and you shall talk to them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up." We think it is so important for kids, even at a young age, to engage with the whole body of Christ, and also see you, mom and dad, worship Jesus. It may seem like a small thing, but it's that idea of Deuteronomy 6, that everything that we do, we're impressing our love of God in our kids. We're going to be having a lot of fun. We're going to be moving around so kids can get a lot of the wiggles out during the life group time. But we just believe that the experience to worship together as a family is too valuable not to embrace. Now before you go, let me give you some ideas to help you and your family for this new adventure. Number 1, set expectations. Sit your kids down before and tell them how you expect them to behave during the music and during the preaching time. Don't be afraid to let them sing, jump around some, during the music. We have a great worship team, and it's just awesome to see people worship in their own way. Then before and after the service, review your expectations with your kids and ask them, did you meet our expectations for service today? Number 2, give them a rundown of what the service will look like. It's different for them. Many of them haven't seen it, and so they may be a little anxious. So let them know, we're gonna go in, we're gonna sit down in nice, soft, cushiony chairs, and we're gonna hear some music, and then Brother Tom or Brother Matt's gonna preach. Let them know what exactly is gonna happen. And that's a great time to review your expectations for each part of the service. Number 3, try letting your kids pick where you sit. This gives your kids a chance to take a little bit of ownership in this experience. And they may want to sit up front because that's the only place that they can see everything that's going on stage. But finding ways for your kids to take a little bit of ownership in what you're doing as a family can go a long way in helping them engage and feel a part of the worship service. Number 4, just as we've had during this COVID time, we're also going to be having some coloring sheets and activity sheets and things like that for your kids during the back of the service. But I would encourage you, take time beforehand and prepare a little bit. If your kid needs something to fidget on or whatever it is, just make sure that you grab it, pack it in a bag, whatever you need. No one's going to judge you if you bring out 15 books and 30 toys. That's what we do every time we bring our kid. It's part of it. So just prepare a little bit beforehand. You know your kid better than anyone. and just get what you think they'll need to help them stay focused and engaged. Number 5, kids can handle big service. I know sometimes we think that they just aren't quite ready at a young age to sit through a whole service and a whole sermon and understand it. But we know this being parents. Kids are super smart. They pick up so many things at even such a young age. Usually, if your kids are like ours, they pick up all the habits you don't want them to learn from you. But even as young of age as 1 and 2, they mimic and they learn what they are seeing their parents do. So some of the teaching in big church, it may go a little over their head, but I think we're all going to be shocked and amazed at just how much kids can actually learn and pick up from the sermons. Number 6, and this is a big one, probably the biggest one of them all. Be consistent and be committed. Every Sunday is not going to go perfect, and it may take time to figure it out, for them to get used to this change and for you to get used to this change. And that's okay. It is okay if it takes time. But keep coming. Keep trying with your kids. Keep reviewing the expectations. The impact that it's having of worshiping together as a family, of your kids seeing you worship, has such a great long-term impact. And that's what we're looking for. We want kids to grow up to be adults who are disciples that make disciples. Number 7, our last one, do what your family can manage. If you feel that your kid can only handle the worship, the music time, then that's fine. Just stay for the music time. But it's okay if you also need to take time and step out for a few minutes during the sermon. It's okay. We know this is a change and it's going to be different, but we believe that this will have such an incredible long-term impact on your children and their walk with Christ. If you have any questions or if you need any help, please feel free to reach out to any of us at the church. See you all soon. Bye.